video, I'm going to talk about the three different forms of quadratic relations. Vertex form, y equals as minus h squared plus k. Standard form, y equals as squared plus bx plus c. And factor form, also called intercept form, y equals a times x minus p times x minus q. Let's get started from standard form. So this is a standard form. And so let's talk about what is the property it has. So let's select the pen and use the red color. So put here. So the first one, you have to know a cannot be 0. And if a equals 0, right? So this is 0. So y equals bx plus c. That's a linear equation. Right? So a cannot be 0. So 2. If a greater than 0. If a greater than 0. So for example, here the 2s squared, a is 2. Y equals s squared, a equals 1, y equals 1 over 2s squared, a equals 1 over 2. They all greater than 0, so it's parabola open upward. So the parabola open upward. So we can write up, right? So, but if a greater than 1, if a greater than 1, you see the y equals 2s squared, x a equals 2 greater than 1. So this the parabola should be located in the by the s square, the parabola inside, and it's narrowed down. Well, compared to s squared, is vertically stretched by factor 2. Right? If a greater than 1, so if a greater than 0, less than 1. So for example, here y equals 1 over 2 s squared, 1 over 2 less than 1, so the graph and for offside y equals s squared, right? So, and is vertically compressed factor 1 over a. So, okay, this is a greater than 0. So next, let's talk about a. If a less than 0, if a less than 0, so y equals next s squared in the middle, y equals negative 2s squared in the inside, right? And y equals negative 2s squared outside. But the a value, negative 1, negative 2, negative 1 over 2, they all less than 0, so the parabola open downward. So the parabola open down. Okay, what about a less than negative 1? If a less than negative 1 here, y equals negative 2s squared, is narrowed down compared to that square, is stretched vertically by factor negative 2. Right? So next is a greater than negative 1, less than 0. So this example, y equals negative 2s squared, 1 negative 1 over 2, less than 0, right? It's a great negative 1. So it's outside s squared, the parabola, so it is spread up, right? So we call this parabola based on y, the base parabola is compressed vertically by factor 1 or 2. This is the parabola. So let's talk about y-intercept. So the y-intercept already here. So s equals 0, so we substitute 0 here, 0 here is all 0, y equals c, so y-intercept is 0, c. C is pretty forward, right? And tau is y equals c. Oh, next the vertex. Vertex. So vertex, so how to determine the vertex? So we can set y equals c. So, okay, set y equals c. So c equals as squared plus bx plus c. So c, both sides minus c is c. So left side is 0. And this side, as squared plus bx. And we can factor out x, ax plus ax plus b, right? So x equals 0 or x equals negative b over a. So we get two x value with the same y-intercept. So we can determine the x value of a vertex 0 plus negative b over a divided by 2 equals negative 2ab, right? This is the x value of vertex, right? And then based on this, you can find out the y value. Just substitute x value into the standard form equation, right? So this standard form. Let's move on next. Okay, this is a vertex form. So very pretty forward, right? Vertex. So we can find out vertex is HK. So let's also talk about the property from the beginning. A cannot be 0, right? A greater than 0, open upward, parabola. A less than 0, open downward. And the vertex is here, right? Vertex. For example, we have an example y equals 2x plus 5 square minus 4. So this d, right? It's x minus h. Actually, x minus negative 5, right? It's a square. And plus negative 4. So the vertex is negative 5, negative 4. This is negative 5, negative 4. This is a vertex. So easy, pretty forward, right? So 5 and y-intercept. So y-intercept means s equals 0 always, right? S equals 0 is we substitute here. S equals 0 is 0. So y equals a times 0 minus h squared plus k. So equals a negative h squared equals a h squared plus k. So this is y-intercept. Okay. So yeah, this is for the vertex form. Let's move to move to next factor form. Yeah, this is a factor form y equals a x minus p and my x minus q, right? Yeah, same thing. A cannot be 0 and a greater than 0, so open upward. A less than 0, open downward, right? And x-intercept. So pretty forward, right? So x-intercept, so it means s minus p equals 0, s minus q equals 0. So s-intercept is here. P0, Q0. This P0, Q0. X-intercept. What about y-intercept? Y-intercept means, yeah, always s equals 0 and substitute s equals 0 to this equation. So y equals a 0 minus p and 0 minus q, and a negative p times negative q equals a pq. Yeah, this is y-intercept, right? So we have x-intercept, we have y-intercept. Next, we want to get the vertex, right? Vertex. Okay, so for vertex, easy, right? These are the zeros, these zeros. Vertex, we can find out the x value of the vertex in the middle, right? So the middle point. So x equals p plus q to 0. So this is a vertex. It's the x value of vertex. So how to find out the y value of vertex? Just substitute this one. Yeah, this one go to here, and then we can get y value of the vertex. Yeah, that's very easy, right? So that's it. Thank you for watching.